Brothers and sisters of Burkina Faso, and my beloved children, the students, the builders of tomorrow, listen to me. Today I did not come to give speeches. I came to give you hope on wheels. I came to show you that when we walk together, even the poorest child can ride into the future with pride. You have seen it with your own eyes. We have given free scooters to our students, not as charity, not as a favor, but as a reward for your courage, your dreams, and your unbreakable faith in this nation. These scooters are not machines, they are symbols. Symbols of a new Africa that moves forward by its own energy, not by the permission of others. Every wheel that turns, every engine that roars is a declaration that Africa is no longer crawling. Africa is moving fast. My young brothers and sisters, you are the soldiers of knowledge. You are the warriors of innovation. The world may have laughed at us, called us poor, called us weak. But I say this to the world today, Burkina Faso is not begging anymore. Burkina Faso is building. Do you see this revolution? It is not made of guns and bullets. It is made of books, of ideas, of courage, of unity. When a student can ride freely to school without fear of walking miles under the sun, that is freedom. When education becomes easy to reach, that is independence. They tried to keep us tired. They wanted our children to give up. They wanted our youth to believe that success belongs only to Paris, to Washington, to London. But I tell you today, success belongs to Africa. It belongs to you. These scooters, built by African hands, powered by African will, carry a message to every foreign empire. We will build our own future. Let them keep their lectures, their false aid, their tricks. We don't need them to tell us what development means. Because development is not given. It is taken by those who dare to dream. When I see a young Burkinabe riding to school with a smile, I see victory. I see the spirit of Thomas Sankara rising again in every young heart. He told us once, "The one who feeds you controls you." And I add today, "The one who fuels you controls you." That is why we will fuel our own future. We are investing in solar energy, in our own engineers, in our own youth, because the hands that create are stronger than the hands that beg. My children, your scooter is not just transport, it is a message. Ride it with pride. Ride it knowing that your president believes in you. Ride it as a symbol of rebellion against poverty, against laziness, against dependence. Look around you. The world is watching us now. They are asking, what is Traore doing? And I answer, I am awakening Africa. I am reminding my people that we were kings before we were slaves. I am teaching my youth that dignity cannot be imported. The time has come when our schools will not only produce graduates, they will produce creators. Our fields will not only feed us, they will empower us. Our industries will not only run, they will lead the continent. I have no fear of their threats. I have no fear of their sanctions. The only thing I fear is seeing an African child lose hope, and that I will never allow. To my students, study hard, work with pride. Protect these scooters like you protect your dreams. Because every kilometer you ride is a step toward a free Africa. And to the world, remember my words, we are not the dark continent, we are the continent of light. Our resources are not your property. Our children are not your labor. Our future is not for sale. The wind of change is blowing across Africa, and no army, no empire, no company can stop it. Because this revolution lives in the hearts of our youth, and the heart of youth cannot be colonized. So, when you hear the engines of these scooters, do not just hear noise. Hear the sound of liberation. Hear the rhythm of a new generation rising, proud, educated, unstoppable. Burkina Faso, my homeland, will be the torch that lights the way for all of Africa. And you, my students, will be the ones to carry that torch forward. Because this is your time, this is your future. And no one, I repeat, no one, will take it away again. Long live the youth of Africa. Long live Burkina Faso. Long live our revolution of dignity and freedom. The first point of this speech is the symbolism of giving free scooters to students. Captain Traore presents the act not as charity, but as a declaration of empowerment. The scooters represent movement, progress, and independence, a metaphor for Africa rising on its own strength. Each wheel turning signifies the continent's determination to advance without permission or dependence on external powers. He emphasizes that this is not just transportation. It is a message that Burkina Faso is no longer waiting for development to be handed down. Instead, it is creating its own path forward. Traore uses this gesture to transform a simple gift into a revolutionary statement, that even the smallest act, when born from dignity and unity, becomes a symbol of freedom and hope. The second point focuses on the youth as the true soldiers of Africa's liberation. Traore calls students the warriors of knowledge, recognizing education as the most powerful weapon against poverty and colonial dependency. He speaks directly to them, igniting pride and responsibility, urging them to see themselves as the future builders of Africa. The world once underestimated African youth, but Traore's message reverses that narrative. It tells every young Burkinabe that success, innovation, and leadership belong to them. By giving them mobility and opportunity, he empowers them to move faster toward their dreams. His words transform education into a battlefield of progress, where the pen and the mind are stronger than weapons or fear. The third point expresses defiance against foreign dominance and false aid. Traore warns that those who feed and fuel Africa seek to control it. He vows that Burkina Faso will no longer depend on outsiders for progress or energy. His tone is fearless, rejecting Western definitions of development and declaring that Africa must define its own destiny. This is a direct challenge to the system of dependency created by foreign powers. Traore's message is that development cannot be imported. It must grow from within. His call for self-reliance, through local innovation, renewable energy, and youth-driven industries, marks a revolutionary shift in Africa's political mindset. It's not isolationism, but liberation, the freedom to stand tall and move forward without strings attached. The fourth point is the awakening of African pride and historical consciousness. Traore reminds his people that they were kings before they were slaves, that their dignity predates colonialism, and that it is time to reclaim it. His words echo the spirit of Thomas Sankara, linking past revolutionaries with today's youth. He demands that Africans see themselves not as victims, but as visionaries. This awakening is not fueled by anger alone. It is driven by pride, education, and courage. By invoking the continent's royal past, Traore rebuilds confidence in a generation taught to look outward for validation. His message is emotional, poetic, and deeply nationalistic, urging Africa to rediscover its true self and to rebuild from its own soil, mind, and spirit. The fifth point centers on unity, courage, and the unstoppable spirit of Africa's new generation. Traore calls on his people to ride into the future together, not just on scooters, but on shared dreams of freedom. He declares that no army or empire can stop a revolution born in the hearts of the youth. The sound of scooters becomes a powerful symbol, the rhythm of change, the roar of a continent refusing to be silent. His words unite emotion with action, showing that progress is not a distant dream, but a movement already alive in the streets, in schools, and in the hearts of the people. He ends by reminding his nation that this is their time, a time to protect their freedom, embrace their identity, and build a destiny that no one can take away again.